And thank you very much for your patience, everybody. We are back and we are ready to go with our second match of the day. It took us a little bit to get there, but we got there eventually. Kaiser's on the desk with me tonight as we've got our matchup between the side of Status Who and Centennials ready and off to the rip. And starting off here on Strongholds here on Interference. Everyone's maybe not so favorite map.
I'm actually having the time of my life with this map. I'm like finally something fresh on Halo Infinite. Right now you see Sir Charles on C capturing that point. If you were here during our transition period, you may have heard me kind of talk about interference and the strategy here. As Sir Charles gets the melee onto Mouse TV, and three members of Status Who are trying to push onto C now. But the point is that I was trying to say is that you really don't want to be spawning on bunker. You really don't want to be spawning on that A area. You want to be controlling BC and making the enemy spawn at bunker and slaying them out. This map is all about how long the opposing team can, or your team can hold BC here. Right there you see 610 Sasquatch doing the Pacific Northwest some glory right there with some action with the OS and triple cap into the favor of Status Who.
I mean, right off the rip, I mean, it's just a statement here from Status Who. Centennials is going to secure A, though, so they're going to stem the bleeding a little bit here. The lead is still in the hands of Status Who for the time being, but one player is going to go. His Tactic Toad will end up falling. Trying to find that second player there. Not going to be able to. The flank comes in, and Rock will fall. As you're going to see the push out again. 52 points and climbing here as Status Who is able to clear out the points. Centennials is going to hop on towards C here, though, and the B push comes in again, but playing on that little ledge there is going to secure the kill there. So 610 Sasquatch finds the kill, and right now it's going to be AC scoring in the OS as well in favor of Status Who, so a lot going their way here for the time being. You know they're pretty happy with how it is.
Right now, Sasquatch again with the OS. Maybe in contenders where both teams may not have the map locked down. You know, they may not know exactly where to push and why to push. That power item is so crucial right there. You see 610 find the head of an enemy. Fear trying to get some action, but just Mouse TV taken out by that elbow. And right now, you see Status Who just gaining about a 60-second lead onto Centennials right here. Colors throwing me off a little bit. Gotta get used to that, but you see that hold for Status Who is just working out. It's almost like they're listening to my coaching. Very happy, and I'm definitely okay. I'm not gonna claim that, but the point is that Mouse TV is just looking on to see, trying to make something happen. Just anchor teammates spawn off A, and just Sir Charles. Just showing us why they deserve their knighthood right here, finding three heads of the enemies, and right there, BC again, going in favor of Status Who.
Yep, and they're climbing the lead. It's up to 80, or yeah, approximately 90 points here and counting here as it's going up and up, and Sir Charles doing a fantastic job right here. And I mean, 610 Sasquatch playing that spot again. It may not work twice, though, and we'll actually get a trade out of that. So despite being spotted pretty early, and probably is going to get a 360 here before going down. That's all 4 push from Centennials. Meeks is literally the only player left on the map right now. His last player up is still alive. It's going to work towards that back area, but the cap is coming in by Centennials over on towards B. They are going to get a little bit, but I think the player got immediately removed. So that is going to be, you know, points still counting the way of Status Who's they're climbing this lead over 100 points right now. OS is going to get grabbed, and I think, no, it's actually still on the platform. So someone's going for that. I believe a Centennials player was able to secure it in time. It is going to be in the hands of Mouse. Going to slam that one home, hop over towards B, and try to get this secured, because right now it's gone a little too long, I think. And you know that they want to get this capped so they can go back to thinking about the rest of the map. And I mean, they will secure it. AB held by Centennials, and they're finally going to get on the board here and start scoring some additional points.
Yeah, here with the double kill, with the triple kill, and the shot caller pinging and slaying. Love that right there. But now you're going to see Status Who spawn onto A, and that's just what this map is all about, right? How many times have we seen just one person just anchor B and the opposing team spawn on A and rush through either the left side or the right side of this map, right? I'm a big fan fan of, if you spawn on A, pushing through C because of that. I feel like Tactic Toe was a little too out in the open right there. While the teammates were able to capture C here. An AC in favor of, an AC hold, excuse me, in favor of Status Who. And just noticing the stat line, Sir Charles leading the lobby, 13-0-3 right there. Feeling like a knight right now. The lucky number 7 emblems, definitely just an ultra push of confidence right there. I rock it because you know, it's just lucky. But the point is that Centennials are having a hard time just getting a foothold on this map and controlling 2 points at a time. Rarely do I feel like they've comfortably set up across the map, covered their angles, and communicated, hey teammate, I'm on this side of the map, I'm on that side of the map. And at this level of Halo, just small little corrections to your play like that can be the world and make the difference in momentum throughout this entire series. So Fear has the OS for the first time in favor of Centennials, and they should be able to take some damage and take advantage of this OS to control at least one zone and reset spawns of Status U onto A. Intelligent, but that AR, which will most likely get GA soon, is put into effect, and Wave and AR right there. Welcome to Halo Rec League Contenders Division, everybody. If it's on the map, we pick it up and we use it. Love to see it, even if it's on the map right now. That gentleman's agreement may come into play in the future, but right there, it is not a factor. And interesting stat line here. 210 in favor of Status U. The Centennials just clawing back, finding their momentum in this series now, but it may be just too little too late.
Yeah, I mean, it is just rough scenes right now for the teams. Right now, Centennials is behind, and they had a trip cap going, so they had a pretty good amount of points that were gathering up on the board for them, but instead, you can see the shift in play right now as it is going to be Status who once again scoring those points, and they're past the 200 point mark, so they are almost there. They're almost to the win, basically, unless Centennials is going to be able to stop them here. And unfortunately, I mean, 1 kill is not going to be able to do it. They got to keep going. They got to keep pushing forward. And right now, it is not looking too hot for their side as 44-45 comes in. C's going to get reset as well. Player's going to be gone. Fear's falling off the map, and it's just unfortunate scenes everywhere, left, right, and center. As I believe, actually, yeah, players are actually hopped on towards B and towards C, but they will get off. Both players removed means the score limit's been hit, and that is going to be Status who. The fact that, you know, they removed the sniper, they replaced it with a shock rifle, and some people were like, oh, like, is that okay? Is it all right? I wasn't a big fan of it personally, but here we are, and we're back in, and right off the rip, you are going to see that the camo is already in possession of the side of Status who. So again, the power-up control right off the rip, very much in their favor.
Yeah, and look for not just the shock rifle and that camo, but that disruptor in yard. Expect and would love to see someone pick it up for, could be maybe a final time. I don't know how that GA is going to look. I'm a big fan of collective decisions, but individual decisions. That's a conversation for later. But right now we see Mix at dip, Sasquatch at top mid, trying to help teammate, but I just know Sasquatch is trying to push. You see again, just pushing at the top mid of the map and getting taken out even though they get their damage. So right now we have a close game, 5-4 with 11 minutes left, 6-5 with the trade from both teams right there. Status who and Centennials pushing for this best of 5 series.
Yep, you're gonna see, I mean, it is gonna be right now Status who gonna maintain their lead here as they're gonna go up 7-6, but Centennials is staying right there with them. So very happy to see that early on here. As you can see, the players are continuing to move forward, and they're pushing up here on the map, and players, you know, kind of getting caught out in the open and some trades going down. So, you know, that's probably your best case scenario. Instead of, you know, just getting absolutely destroyed by the enemy team, you're still getting those trades out 1-for-1 when you're caught out in the open. You can see there's just a lot of individual play around the map, a lot of pings coming out here and trying to get some team support as shots are coming through. 610 is getting, you know, 2 players, 7 assists already. 1 kill, 7 assists. That is the team player right there. And, you know, Sir Charles has 7 kills. So this might be, you know, all 7 of Sir Charles' kills are literally just the team support. They're just feeding them in to their top player, and they know what they need to do. But Quaffy as well, 5-4 on the other side of the board, doing a very nice job here of just keeping the team in it. It's 12-11. Centennials is still in this game. They're very close. And you know, honestly, they're doing a fantastic job just staying there with the other team right now.
Yeah, just finding my foothold on this match. It's just been so explosive and very fast paced here. Like you said, those 7 assists right off the rip is just something you really never see at any level of competitive Halo. So props to Sasquatch right there. Scores 17-13 here. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left. The shock rifle should be coming up in about 20 seconds. So look for that engagement. Fear is trying to ping the teammate, or the opposing team. 2 members of Status are at benches. Centennials find 1 slay there. Like you say, Fear just trying to stay alive here, working that dip angle, trying to move into back. Truck cannot, but being very patient, anchoring teammates spawns and allowing the teammates to create space and at least have a couple steps in to work with after that spawn. This is a really hard map, especially those blue spawns. If you get trapped there and put into the blender, there's no coming back. But right now you see Centennial slowly working back. Shock rifle in the hands of Fear. And right there you see Plasmade onto LR, and nothing much happening right now. Both teams kind of slowing down here. We should maybe see the shock rifle let loose here with a headshot or 2 if we get lucky. But no, Fear gets taken out by Status Who, and right now you see Centennials just maybe playing a little too open here. Tactical Toad is gonna get taken out, or stays alive to my surprise right there, but does get taken out at dip right there. But natural cover. I knew that my point in top mid, you may ask me being like, why are you saying don't push through top mid? Because I know this division and I know how easy it is to kind of get a little undisciplined with your movement around the map and your awareness. You gotta be aware of where you are, right? At all times with your natural cover, it just feels like these teams are a little too lenient. Even Sir Charles kind of peeking wide from that corner right there. A little bit of an ego, but it does pay off. 27-20, fireworks all over the map right there, but it just feels like Centennials are just throwing themselves to Status Who, and it's just not working out.
I mean, it's just, you know, Centennials, you know, was beginning to take these one-on-one challenges. They were doing a really good job of trading out in the first half of this map. And out suddenly, I don't know if it was a communication breakdown or something's falling apart, but it doesn't seem to be happening anymore. These players are getting isolated. They're going for 1v1s here. Meeks is falling back, and that is, you know, a 2v2 chow that unfortunately starts out pretty early with a 1v2 as Sir Charles picks that kill up. It's a 10-point lead now here for the side of Status Who. They're beginning to pull away, and you need Centennials to regroup. I mean, it's similar to what we saw in our first series, right? You need to slow down the pace. You need to be able to group up and just kind of reset in the middle of this map. You need to have either some kind of, you know, like small pep talk here or something, but Sir Charles is not going to let them rest whatsoever. 14-3 right now. Is posting an incredible map as his team is up 34-21 right now. That 13-point lead is almost entirely in Sir Charles alone right now. And Centennials, you know, you got to step things up here. You got to get going, because right now Sir Charles is beginning to tear you apart, and everything we talked about, potentially denying that player and teaming up, it's just not working out. The rest of the team is just being split to pieces.
And if you want to shout out Centennials, Tactic Toad, 4-7-9, trying to keep up with the 11 assists by Sasquatch. As Sasquatch goes down, I look over at the scoreboard and I see 8-11-8. I try to commend Tactic Toad for just trying to keep up, but it is just impressive from 6'10 Sasquatch and Sir Charles 07 leading Rock and Meeks. Rock having a little bit of a harder time in the lobby, but does not matter. Has 5 assists, 4 slays. That's still pretty decent. That's still acceptable in a Slayer. You know, as long as your assists are there and your 3 other teammates are carrying the weight, that is no issue, specifically in the levels like Contender Mixed. So just an impressive showing to Status Who. Centennials not doing a bad job here. I do not just want to be the bearer of bad news here. They are doing a decent job, but there could be small little adjustments, as I keep saying. It's just their awareness on the map, the pushes that they keep making, and just the lack of just cohesion as a team right now is just something that's causing them right now. But if they were just to maybe just just dial in by that extra 5% as we see someone pick up the disruptor. Wasn't able to see exactly who it was, but it feels like Centennials could do some damage here. They are keeping up. They are making Status who work for it, but if you're Sir Charles here, you're feeling your confidence and saying, hey, I'm going to just go into my flow state and get my slays and let the other team make their mistakes. So Centennials, their mistakes are not that much, but they are costly for that momentum that is just going into the favor of Status who cannot afford to give them any semblance of momentum in this division, it looks like.
And there's the disruptor in hand. It was in Rock's hand, and Rock immediately falls in the process. It's 45-30 right now, as 3 players from Centennials end up falling. The last one alive is Tactic Toad. May not be long for the world, as Meeks is trying to hunt him down with that shock rifle in hand. As shots are continuing to go through, the pings are coming out. As you can see, Status Who's kind of in the back here, forced to spawn in behind glass area, but you can see the players are still getting picked apart. Centennials is basically just on the border of going down 2-0, and I don't know, because we saw this before. We've seen this happen. We know exactly where this goes, and it's, I mean, if Status Who gets one more kill, it's going to be the exact same scoreline as map number 2 from our first series, and we know how that all ended up, right? As there it goes, it's going to be 50-32, mirroring the exact score that we just saw. I don't know. You think that tells you something?
I'm starting to think about dinner again. No, but the point is that no,
it is a fun map. I definitely do enjoy it. I miss my rockets, but it is what it is. It's you got to live with it, right?
Right now, you see Sir Charles being smart and pick up that shotgun, and that might be a no-no coming soon. But again, conversation for a different time. We'd love to hear the input from everybody about that. But Sir Charles being very patient here, using that shotgun to kind of anchor that ball. Sees teammate at cafe, says, you know what, I'm gonna dip down, I'm gonna grab this ball, and right here we're gonna see that hole. It's not going to be utilized fully because we see 2 members of Status who go down, but you will see a lot of teams here in this division just really be comfortable with back A and PD. I don't know why PD. I despise holding that ball in PD, but to each their own. To each their own. The reason why is because I feel like it gives, if you don't play the ball, and a lot of people in this division don't play that odd ball into the wide open cleanly or effectively, right? And in PD and contenders, it could be a quick big spiral to your death. Right there, a double kill by Sasquatch, and maybe a triple kill. Gets the triple kill, maybe the over, maybe the over. Oh, and teammate decided to take the over away from him. I know the comms are kind of having a fun little joke about that, saying, oh, you took my over, but you know what, they have the lead. They could find themselves hitting the 3-0 sweep here, so that is momentum, and at the end of the day, it's a team game. So as long as the team found the overkill, that's the gentleman's overkill, if you will, right there. You see Meeks getting taken out, and you see Centennials try to push in through Cafe and PD side, but they do land the ball. I was kind of wondering why that ball was at Cafe for a second. Rock was able to anchor back A here, moves that ball through Cafe to shotgun. Missed the curve slide in the ball grab, I believe. I sometimes do that myself too. I love seeing these players. I like seeing the mistakes. I feel like that's really where you can see the difference between people who have been playing Halo for their careers versus people who have the 9-to-5 and come on and just want to have fun. I'm a big fan of this division, and I see the learning that all these players do, and just the progress in which people can develop Contenders division in HRL. Just crazy nade spam by both teams right there. Score is 32-30 with about 3.5 minutes left in this oddball first round.
Yep, I mean, we are still going on here, and I mean, it is, plenty of time to work with both of these teams for the time being, right? It's nicely tied up in score. The shotgun's going to come in. Centennials is going to lose 3 players here, and that should be a good chance for Status Who to, grab this ball, take the lead here, and is going to succeed in doing so. So that ball will be grabbed and hauled away, and now it's going to be Centennials trying to fight their way here out of Tram. There's going to be 3 players up top. They got to get out here to get back onto the map. They will succeed in doing so. They're going to take 1 player down street side here, and they will be, or street side, that's the whole map. Shotgun side, as they're going to continue to push forward. You can see 2 will drop again to the nades, and that should be free ball time here for Rock, basically, to just pick up and continue. They're over the 50-point mark. and they're going to continue to work forward as they're halfway to that map or the round victory here. And Status U still putting in plenty of time. Centennials is out now, out of the spawn point, so they did get away, but now they got to deal with the players that are in their way.
Yeah, right there you see Sir Charles getting a caution. It's not a position you see too much in the HCS, but I feel like in this at this level you have a little bit of grace if you're able to anchor that caution spot. You should be able to at least get some slays or get enough damage into the opposing team where they don't take too much time off that ball. 69-45 is the score right there. You see Status try to push through shotgun. How many times have we said that? You see this team try to push through shotgun. Both teams doing an effective job of using the entire map here. I feel like through the 3 lanes of this map, I feel like you a lot of the time see a duo go through B-rail and then another duo go through shotgun, which it has been a close oddball here, a 2-piece from Sasquatch right there who has camo and shotgun in hand. This could be round if Centennials aren't careful. Knowing holds, they typically last in between 15 to 30 seconds, so this is in the prime. Just get 1 or 2 slays for Status 2, and Centennials will find themselves 1-0 down in this oddball right here. Just every second counts right now. So Status 2 being ultra careful, saying, hey, we're not going to get our objective time until we have the slays. Gets a double kill by Sasquatch again. Sasquatch, man, I was a fan of the Seattle Supersonics growing up. I love seeing the Sasquatch come out right there to play rock, meleeing the wall right there and saying, hey, we want this 3-0 sweep and we want our dinner. So definitely having fun watching this series. Centennials maybe running out of gas here, but putting up a massive fight, making Status work through into the final hold right there. And Centennials not out of this just yet. This is around the point in which we saw the other team come back last series. So if you're Centennials and you're listening to me yap right now, know that you're still in this. You can still win this. We just saw it last series. You just need to take care of your slays. And right there, 2 members of Status who go down while Centennials finds the ball right there. BR into the hands of Tactic Toad, and just inching for what could be an epic night of HRL action here. But Tactic Toad just picking up that BR, getting just the Lord's damage onto Status who are having a hard time finding some foothold in this second round of oddball.
Yep, I mean, they're continuing to charge forward, and I mean, Quafia will have that camo as well, so finally Centennials is getting in on the game of where exactly are those power-ups on the map, and they're finally going to get their hands on one. It has been a while, it seems like, since they've been able to, but they will secure that. Quafia is going to continue to work backwards as Parber does have that ball in hand, so an early lead here. Centennials is already up to 50 points here right out of the gate, so very nicely starting out here as we can continue to go forward. And 55-0 is, you know, Centennials. This is looking a little bit like something we've already seen, huh?
I'm gonna say knock on some wood right now. I'm knocking on some wood right now. I don't want I don't want to do Centennials dirty, and I'm superstitious, just to say the least. Right now you see Sasquatch holding down C. Mouse finally able to grab that ball after what seemed like an eternity for this round right there. Mouse finds the slay cleanly, and I feel like you just see Centennials say, hey, even though we have a teammate going 3-0 and 10, we're gonna feed them the ball. We're gonna protect them, and they're gonna be our VIP here. And in oddball, that's the game mode to do it. Saying, hey, we don't have the slays, we don't have everybody, you know, popping out. We don't have Sir Charles, we don't have Sasquatch, but we have each other. We have heart, which I know I kind of laugh at a little bit, but no, genuinely, I am a big believer in that. That if you put your ego aside and you say, hey, we are gonna win with this individual that is having a rough showing, that is a dangerous team to face throughout the entire league of HRL. So even if they drop this one or don't hit the reverse sweep, I am very impressed with their mental fortitude here from Centennials to even stay locked in and to make this oddball go as long as it has been going right now. You see just an amazing reversal and a perfect by Parbeer. Having a rough time with that gamer tag, but I'll learn. Cause Centennials are learning. I gotta do them justice and learn right there. The Disruptor loves seeing that gun into action, even though the Gentleman's Agreements chatter is happening. Love seeing that gun run right there. And Tactic Toad clearing out everybody with the nades with the help of Fear. And right there, you just see Status Who just rushing everything. Like I keep yapping just because I feel like Status Who right now just W key, W key, W key, W key, W key. But Centennials just absorbing that like a sponge and infecting, and you never know. You never know how that momentum can shift in this series.
Yep, and I mean, most definitely. I mean, 73-17, definitely a big lead here for Centennials. But Sir Charles finally has a hold of that ball and is going to be falling back to the back of the map here, but gets taken out. Mouse is going to be there with the kill, and that should open the door a little bit here for the side of Centennials to get back on that ball. They're going to pick that one up, and they're going to continue to score some points here. Mouse is going to stay on. It has the ball, goes to the whack, and actually did, you know, a decent amount of damage with that as well. Is there for the assist as a teammate comes in to clean up. That was Parber is going to be able to finish it off. And back in hand, only 18 more seconds needed for the side of Centennials to send this to a round number 3. And they're doing a very nice job on the map right now.
Yeah, it looks like we should be going to a map number 3. It just seems like...
Or sorry, round 3.
Round 3, excuse me, thank you. Round 3 in this oddball, it feels like Centennials have found their momentum here and just need 13 more seconds. Or they could just play around the ball for 2 minutes. That's about half of this round. You know, each oddball round is 5 minutes. Right now they're close to about 2 minutes left. They could play time. It could just keep Status Who away from securing that ball, but that is a bit of a dangerous thing. If Status Who are able to hold on to this ball, maybe make the final score 87 to like 65 or something like that. Something sweaty, something scary for Centennials. That could be momentum and the coffin sealer for Centennials. But right there, you should see this round go to Sodball go to a round 3 with momentum into the favor of Centennials. I was just worried that if Status Who were able to hold on to that ball for another 30 seconds before this round ended, it would have been deadly for Centennials going into this next round 3. So right now, I don't know what to think. Right now, I was predicting that Status Who were going to get a little bit of ball time, but then they didn't. Centennials just shutting down everything Status Who have right now, and it's good to see them step up and challenge 610 Sasquatch, Rock, Sir Charles, and Leaks for this map.
Yeah, I mean, they're just charging forward, and right now, I mean, Centennials off the break. Not a great start. Is going to lose 3 players here. As Quafio, Mouse, and Tactic all fall. Parbuir as well is going to fall. So Status Who with vengeance coming right back out and dealing the damage early on here. Early 10-point lead for them as the spawns are coming up all around the map. You can see 610 is going to, you know, try to get that shot off and is going to miss the melee. Smoke is not going to save his life, and they're going to be moving towards the back of the map. Sir Charles is going to take the shots out. Will get one with some teammates' help. Will fall, though. The camo in Rock's hand as well, so this will be tactical for that flank. Coming it from the backside, but it will be the ball picked up here by Centennials right now. Quafio has it in hand, is going to be there for the trades as well, so nicely played there as they're going to head and continue on as they're going to have that ball. And I mean, they're looking to tie up this score because Status Who now has to break in a tram.
Yeah, just how differently each series can unfold. I think that this day at HRL is really refreshing to have again, as you see Centennials take the lead in this oddball specifically overall, 25-18. They are now the closest ones to victory in this oddball, as Status Who are 3 down, but it's 2v2 right now. But what I was just trying to say quickly, as we see Sasquatch trying to make something happen for the team, I can't make any point because there's just actually just unfolding right in front of me as Sasquatch finds the slate. But what I was just trying to say is that it feels nice seeing HRL be back after just the servers have been down with Halo, but it feels like last series every match was a blowout, but these teams were so close, and it feels like just in this map specifically, even though there is a disparity with those slays, just the fact that Centennials are able to make this map so sweaty and so difficult for Status Who to finally seal is a testament to the talent on Centennials. So even though they don't have that raw slaying ability, I feel like they have some decent Halo IQ here by challenging Status Who. Even though Status Who do find themselves 46-28 in the lead now, things are unfolding for Centennials. Maybe the gas has ran out of the tank here. I do want to commend them for just making Status Who just elevate their gameplay to another level to secure this victory right here. 610 Stats Watch with some amazing plays, the AR and the Bandit. Just right there, just amazing plays, and looks like Centennials are going to have a hard time bringing this back. Looks like momentum is finally in favor of Status Who, and it looks like that final hold is just what's going to win this series for Status Who here. 15 seconds left, and Status Who hit the 3-0 sweep.
Yep, they're almost there as the time is ticking down here for our what's potentially going to be the last map of the series here, as the lead is pretty sizable right now, and Centennials just not being able to get back into the game here. We thought that there was a good chance at the reverse sweep coming up, and the ball actually will be in the hands of Centennial. They're going to be retreating to the back of the map here, and it's going to move back around. They're going to try to figure out where to rotate, but the problem is that mouse is transporting this right directly towards one of their players, looking to just kind of dodge every which way all over the place right now here, as they're continuing to just kind of evade the best that they can, and will end up running into another player, will go down. So unfortunately not going to be closed out just yet here. You can see the ball in hand, and with only 5 seconds to go, Tactic Code has to get in there. Unfortunately, there's a couple players in the way, will get shut down, and that will be it. 3-0. We had a chance there on the map 3 in Oddball, but Status Who shuts the door with the final round.